and storm surge that can really devastate coastal communities. They're called hurricanes in the Atlantic, but we also call them typhoons in the Pacific or cyclones in other ocean basins around the world. Hurricanes form by extracting heat from the ocean and converting that into strong winds and rain, basically like an engine of a car. In the same way that when wind blows by you, it can take heat off of your body through evaporation. The same thing happens over the ocean, and then they can concentrate that energy into the swirling winds that then expand and grow as they travel across the ocean. So one of the things that we often look at is the ocean temperature. So the warmer the ocean, the more heat that it can extract and convert via that powerful engine into wind and rain. The main wind scale that we use is called the Saffir-Simpson wind scale, and that has 5 different categories. From category 1 to 5, where 5 is extreme destruction. That category scale, though, is based entirely on wind, and so it doesn't encompass all of the dangers that hurricanes have, for example, heavy rain or storm surge. So even though you may have, for example, a category 1 storm like Superstorm Sandy, it can still cause a lot of damage through water, even though the wind category is quite lower. With global warming, we're putting a tremendous amount of heat into the oceans, which is the fuel that powers hurricanes. So one of the impacts that we see with increased global warming is sea level rise that can contribute to enhanced storm surge from hurricanes. And we also have seen in recent years a trend for more storms that are rapidly intensifying than in prior years. So storms now are finding themselves in areas where the ocean temperature is warmer, and they can extract that heat more efficiently and produce rapidly intensifying storms in ways that we haven't seen in prior decades. There are certain countries that just happen to lie in the path of hurricanes. So 2 of the countries that get hit the most in the world are the Philippines and Taiwan. I do a lot of work with countries in Asia, in Taiwan, Japan, Korea, and the Philippines. They face the same problems that we do in terms of dealing with tropical cyclones and heavy rain, the winds, and the storm surge. And so it's really a global problem that we need to deal with together as a scientific community. But of course here in the United States and then in the Atlantic and the Caribbean, all the Caribbean nations are under threat of hurricanes year-round. And so we all have to work together to try and make better predictions and better emergency response.
Jelajahi cara baru mendapatkan informasi. Download MetroTV Extend sekarang.